Brothers, comrades and friends, comrade delegates, fellow freedom fighters, good morning. Allow me in a very, very special way to welcome you to this extraordinary delegates conference of the National Unity Platform. It is an humble pleasure to be addressing you today. And today I'm not just addressing you as the party president, I'm addressing you as a comrade in the struggle for the liberation of our nation. I'm addressing you as a partner, a committed partner in this fight for the soul of our nation. I'm very glad to be seeing the new and the old, the young and the oldish, the ladies and the gentlemen. First of all, I must communicate, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm humbled by your continued trust in my leadership, and I can only, for now, pledge never ever to let you down. Again, I must mention that this is not just another routine meeting of the party, but this is a sacred engagement that we are having. We are meeting here today to align and realign ourselves, to charge and recharge ourselves, to change and rearrange, to redirect our course for the struggle of a new Uganda. You notice that small as a group we might be here, there's so much trust that we're carrying on behalf of our nation. So meeting us, us meeting today should be taken very seriously, and we should desire to get the best out of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why the organizers chose this venue for our delegates conference. A ghetto in Kamocha, even when we could meet elsewhere. But I believe that it must be the revolutionary spirit pulling us back to where it all began in order for us to reflect. You all are aware that this is a place where the People Power movement was nurtured. It is in these walls where we whisper to each other our dreams for a new Uganda. In those walls is where we shared and whispered our fears and uncertainties. And indeed, it's in these walls where we cried together in times where we didn't know what was happening. These humble walls, ladies and gentlemen, might not match those of Kavule, where we proudly sit today. But these walls re-echo our earliest vows of commitment to the struggle for the liberation of our country. And may it remind us as we sit here, may those vibes and those feelings and those emotions be evoked in us today as we hold this, our extraordinary delegates conference. They should remind us of where we started and what exactly we started. They should remind us of where we have been, where we are, and where we are yet to go. They should remind us of how far we have come and of how far we are yet to go. We might be operating in our plush offices in Kavule, but it is right here where the soul of our struggle was born in us. So may that be reignited today as we gather, ladies and gentlemen. You remember it was in this place where we mourned the first martyrs of our struggle, the likes of Rita, Nabukenya, Dani Cheyune, many that we've lost. It is here where we first mourned them. And it's my hope and prayer that their names are remembered forever, and may their souls never rest until we achieve the goal for which they sacrifice their lives for. As a matter of fact, allow me at this moment to ask you to all rise so we can pay a moment, observe a moment of silence and pay respect to them. May the souls rest in eternal peace. And may they keep haunting all of us, waking us up every morning to pursue what they died trying to achieve. God bless your souls. So friends, today we are meeting trying to hold onto that spirit. I want to emphasize that this is not an ordinary election that we're going to have. We are meeting to elect our new executive. But I've constantly said that NUP is no ordinary political party. So we're not just electing a new National Executive Committee. We are electing, or we are choosing, new commanders for the revolution. We are electing new commanders to lead us in the fight against a 40-year-old dictatorship. I hope that is going to stick to our mind as we keep going. Let us elect the minds that are sharpest and the hearts that are bravest. Let us choose people that will reignite that spirit in us. Every time when we move, there are times when we feel like we are frail. May this new mandate that we are all getting reignite us and renew the spirit, because our people so badly need us and they need that spirit. After all, those who are electing are not just going to be viewed as administrators or politicians. No. For all of you that are going to be elected today, the regime is not going to look at you as politicians. They're going to look at you as rebels, and they're going to deal with you as such. So let us prepare our minds as we are being elected. They're not going to clap for you. They are going to come for you. So let us all go into this knowing that this is no ordinary task that we're going for. We are not only choosing people for positions, we are choosing people for missions. I'm aware, ladies and gentlemen, that it is challenging for us. I mean, we are casting our votes today. Many are running. But most importantly, to you who are voting, I want you to look at two things. Number one, ask yourself a question. Which candidate is best suited to organize us, to lead us, and to inspire us? That candidate that you are voting for, how able are they to organize, to lead, and to inspire others? Those are questions that we should go asking ourselves as we go to vote for those our comrades. That candidate should be able to serve and advance the struggle to our next level. That candidate should be resilient. That candidate should be disciplined. That candidate should be the embodiment of the values that we sing about every day. That candidate is going to be a representation of us, including myself, wherever they go. So when we are choosing, let that be at the back of our mind. Number two, ask yourself which candidate will not be silenced when threatened. Will that candidate not sell out when they are tempted or when they are presented with goodies? Those are questions that we, the voters, must have even within ourselves as we go to choose our leaders. I will remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that whenever I've had opportunity to exercise the mandate you gave me to appoint leaders, I've tried to go along those lines. I beseech you as well to take that example and make it even finer and better. I'm urging us, ladies and gentlemen, to vote for the most competent leaders, not for those that have already reached out to you, not for those that smile best. Don't vote just for your friend. Don't vote just for the most good-looking, and I'm not attacking the good-looking ones here. But go for somebody that will most represent us, because that person you're electing is going to be the real NUP representation. So let's go for the most competent. It does not matter whether that candidate is a senior in rank or in social status. It should be the embodiment of the values and the understanding of the struggle that we are advancing. So during the harmonization, and I must mention this, ladies and gentlemen, I was deeply, deeply moved by some comrades. And one example is here, Honorable Mwada Nkunyinji from Chadondo East, a highly respectable person, a member of parliament, but he saw it moral to seed ground for a tiny Sassy Marvin. And I'm choosing to call him that because he's my friend and he knows I'm a boxer. But I want to salute you, Honorable Mwada, and leaders that have done the same, the likes of Honorable Susan from Buvuma and others. That is a moral spirit. This gesture, unlike many others that I've not mentioned, is the true meaning of revolutionary humility and sacrifice. Ceding way does not mean that, you're weak or you're scared of the race. No. It means patriotism. So, the rest of you comrades, those that are contesting, I want to once again say it, that if you feel that in your conscience that the position that you're vying for, you are vying against somebody that's more suited, it's only moral, to cede ground to that person. I think it does not project you as weak, but it projects you as revolutionary. It projects a different kind of morality in you. But also, I must mention in the affirmative that if you feel that taking on leadership strengthens the revolution, if you feel that you have something new, something vibrant to offer, then go right ahead and rise to the occasion. After all, that has always been my call. Rise to the occasion and present your talents. That is what we want as a nation. That is what we want as a party. Stand up and be counted. After all, if you don't show up, nobody will see you. If you don't speak up, nobody will hear you. And if you don't present your talents, nobody is going to know that you are capable. So, make the right choice. Don't be intimidated. But again, don't be driven by interest. Let us do what is moral. Whatever you choose to do, make sure you're doing it for Uganda. You're not doing it for yourself as an individual. As we prepare, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want us to forget that this is more than an internal exercise. This that we're doing here is a test for a new Uganda. We are preparing leadership. We're preparing ourselves to take government because we are the next who are going to be in charge of this, our country. Yeah. So the sooner we are convicted about that, the better. This that we're preparing a government. We are organizing and building the future ruling party of Uganda. So at every step, let us be reminded of that. That time is going to come, ladies and gentlemen. The time is going to come when you take over. Welcome, Deputy President. But when that time comes, the world should see us not just as peaceful rebels, but as builders of a nation. They should not see us only as resistors of a dictatorship, but they should see us as builders of a democracy. We should present ourselves as a group that is ready to take charge, to govern our country and advance it to the next level. Now, to you, the leaders that are going to be elected today, I want you to understand very, very importantly that you're not just assuming party offices. You're not just assuming offices in a party. You're assuming very, very serious command responsibilities. The NUP is no ordinary political party. We are a command center of a revolution. We are non-violent fighters. And that revolution needs leaders. And those are the leaders that we want in you. Those are not ready for the fire. Once elected, friends, I want you to prepare to hold your office, to wear your offices, not as a crown, but as an armor of war. Because we are going to war. We are going to accomplish a war that has been fought by many people that have been resisting this dictatorship for the last 40 years. Once you're elected, you not just be NEC members. No, you are going to be marked men and women. You are going to be targeted men and women They're going to harass you. They're going to come after you. They're going to pressure you. They're going to try by you. So you who wants to sell out or who is not ready to stand that, please tell us ab initio so that we get angry right from the beginning. Most importantly, you are going to be representing us. And this is what we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are freedom fighters. We are not terrorists. We are freedom fighters. We are not destroyers. We are builders. We don't kill, we protect. We don't hate, we love. Sometimes though, we love the hard way, but we do love. We don't oppress, we resist oppression. Most importantly, we don't negotiate our freedom. No, we don't. We fight for our freedom. To the delegates that are voting today, I've said this before and I want to repeat it. Please reflect on where we began. Reflect on where we are and where we want to go. Please remember, you're not just selecting leaders, you are selecting commanders for the struggle. Yes, because starting tomorrow, these people are assuming command of the struggle. We are fighting against a dictatorship, and these people that you are giving us are doing the same. I've told you that whenever I've had the opportunity, I've gone for those who I feel can be good commanders. Now, it is your opportunity to appoint leaders through your vote. Please follow those lines. It will do us very, very well. We must remember, as we go through this exercise, let's be reminded by the faces of our comrades. The other day, during the harmonization, Madam Chair and his team of the MC, they put us in a room that was so thought-provoking, with walls of all our friends that we lost. I want to invite you to put the images, the faces of those that we lost, the faces of our comrades that are suffering right now, faces of Achireo, Eddie Mutwe, Bobi Yanga, Umaru Kato, and many others. Please know that you have the opportunity to do what they did not have the opportunity and the mandate to do. So do it not in your interest, but in their best interest. Let us build a leadership, friends, that will usher in a new Uganda, a Uganda that works for all of us, the young, the old, the poor, the rich, the educated, the uneducated, the male, the female, the rural, the urban, all Ugandans. Let us have that at the back of our minds. May this delegate conference, ladies and gentlemen, be a testament that we are ready, that we are organized, that we are capable, and we are impatient to take over the building of our destiny and we channel our country to the path that we believe will be beneficial to us, our children, and our children's children. With those few words, ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again welcome you to this extraordinary delegates conference. Those that are competing, thank you for competing morally. May the best man or woman win.